The film starts as superhero Zatanna reminds her lover, John Constantine, that she loves him, as if anticipating something is about to happen. But John says nothing is going to happen since the League will sort it out, and they'll be having pints by sundown. Following this, Batman calls an emergency meeting at the Justice League hangar, where Superman tells them about recent threats from supervillain Darkseid. Darkseid is reported to have put in his stealth drones close to Earth, and they conclude he could be trying to conquer the Earth. He has been destroying worlds throughout the universe, and has sent his elite guards and the Furious to prevent any resistance. Superman suggests they attack first, and Wonder Woman shows them a plan they devised. The main Justice League team is to attack Apocalypse, while the Teen Titans are to remain and protect Earth. After this, the League travels to Apocalypse where their ship is attacked and overwhelmed by some strange flying creatures. 2 years later, Darkseid's forces have taken over the Earth, making it a desolate wasteland. John Constantine is drowning his sorrow in a London pub alongside an Apocalypse guard named Etrigan, when Raven and Clark Kent enter and are glad to find him. They are soon attacked by Apocalypse creatures, but Raven is too weak to fight, and Clark reveals he has no powers. John then defeats them, and Superman explains how Darkseid put a tattoo of liquid kryptonite on his chest, keeping his powers at bay. John blames Superman for dooming everyone, including his girlfriend, Zatanna, and he later takes them to his hideout. There, Clark explains that Darkseid knew every part of their plan. Most of the League members didn't last long. Shazam escaped and some of the heroes were spared and used for other purposes in Apocalypse. Wonder Woman, Mira, Martian Manhunter, Hawkman, and Starfire were turned into Darkseid's enforcers called the Furies. John also recalls how he saw Zatanna got captured, but he surprisingly ran away, abandoning her. Superman then asks John for a locator spell, and he agrees with Etrigan tagging along in the mission. Elsewhere, Darkseid is sending another Planet Reaper to Earth, as he plans to rule the entire space sector. Batman appears brainwashed and made to serve as Darkseid's right-hand man. Meanwhile, Lex Luthor, who is now Darkseid's representative on Earth, reports to Batman about the resources that are being sent to Apocalypse. Clark asks John to locate Batman's son, Damian Wayne, with a locator spell, and Raven teleports them to his location at the League of Assassins outpost. They're attacked by the assassins, but their leader, Damian Wayne, calls them off and lets the group stay. Later, Damian reveals to Clark that the war cost him his teammates, the Teen Titans. Clark asks Damian to help get through to Batman to break Darkseid's programming, and he has to agree. The group later teleports to Stryker's Island in Metropolis, where Lois Lane has hired the Suicide Squad members including Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, King Shark, Bane, Black Manta, and Cheetah as they plan on taking back the planet from Lex Luthor the following day. Clark reunites with Miss Lane, and the team later plans how to attack Apocalypse. They plan to use Darkseid's visit to Green Lantern planet Oa to attack his home Apocalypse and weaken him. The plan is for one team to infiltrate LexCorp Tower and use its boom tubes to teleport themselves to Apocalypse, while the other team destroys Darkseid's Reaper machines planted on Earth. The attacks on the Reapers draw the Apocalypse creatures into the Earth, and the team takes this chance to access the boom tubes and teleport to Apocalypse. Inside LexCorp, they find and subdue Lex Luthor, but he claims that he is the one that had been feeding information to the Resistance from inside Darkseid's team. Luthor designs a suit of armor for Clark and weapons for the team, and he later sends the attacking team through the boom tubes, leaving behind Lois and the Suicide Squad. Batman discovers Luthor's treachery and vows to finish him as Luthor now joins the good side. Clark's team heads to Darkseid's tower, where they are attacked by the former Justice League members who are now turned into the Furies. During the fight, Etrigan gets killed by Diana, and Constantine manages to free Wonder Woman from her mind control. Diana then chooses to stay behind to fend off the former heroes, and she sends the others to find the power generator. There, they find the Flash alive, but he is imprisoned to run on a treadmill that powers Apocalypse. Clark frees him, and they continue to search the place while the remaining team on Earth are fighting the attacking Apocalypse creatures. Up ahead, Clark's team finds Cyborg, who has been dismantled and infused with the Apocalypse Network technology. John Constantine then performs some techno magic, and he recovers Cyborg, who in turn triggers the recovery of the other Furies outside. However, Cyborg cannot be freed since his pieces have been fully integrated. Just then, Batman arrives with his master, Darkseid. Batman is ordered to attack the team and says this time he will not spare even his son, Damian. Batman fights and defeats Damian, but when he is about to finish him off, he gets some flashbacks about his life on Earth and snaps out of the mind control. Batman then throws a blade at Darkseid, who is now disappointed by him. He then attacks him with a laser, but Damian steps in and catches the fire. This angers Raven, who unleashes a monster which enters Superman, burning the liquid kryptonite from his body. It then kills Constantine and challenges Darkseid to a fight. Batman reunites with an injured Damian, but dies in his arms. As Lois and her allies prepare to destroy the LexCorp building back on Earth, she sends a goodbye message to Superman on Apocalypse, which Cyborg projects around the room. The building explosion causes Superman to get free, and he then takes back control of his body, and Darkseid traps Trigon in an orb. Superman then appears and attacks Darkseid. Meanwhile, Constantine appears in an afterlife where he is reunited with lover Zatanna, who reveals that she had compelled him to run away, leaving her earlier, and he didn't actually abandon her. Constantine then comes back to life, while Raven revives Damian. Raven and Constantine then combine their magic to revive Trigon, who goes on to fight Darkseid. The heroes then head back to Earth through a portal as Trigon thanks Raven for the chance to end Darkseid. Cyborg then sacrifices his own life to stay back and destroy Apocalypse, and he destroys the planet in a black hole. Later, the heroes find the Earth is ruined, with Batman revealing that the Reapers managed to destroy 31% of the Earth, disrupting the planet's rotation, and it could take a long time before they can find a solution. Constantine then asks the Flash to run back in time and create another flashpoint to reset the timeline and create a better living environment, and Barry reluctantly agrees. The superheroes then watch, optimistically, as the Flash resets the timeline, and they disappear into the bright light, bringing the thrilling film to an end. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing to our channel. I'll be back with another interesting movie recap. Until then, take care.